Hey, yes, you. The one everyone keeps saying changed. The funny thing is, they're right. You did change. You finally stopped believing their version of you. For years, your identity was built off secondhand stories. You're too sensitive. You're overreacting. You always make things bigger than they are. You heard it enough times and it started to sound like truth. So you shrank. You tried to be easier. You laughed at jokes that cut too deep. You forgave things that still keep you up at night. You apologized just to keep the room from turning on you. And somewhere along the line, they convinced you that you were the unstable one, the crazy one, the dramatic one, the one who never lets anything go. But then something happened. It didn't happen in a big cinematic way. It happened quietly. Maybe it was a holiday that left you drained instead of happy. Maybe it was a conversation where they swore they didn't mean it like that for the 100th time. Maybe it was a moment where you caught yourself rehearsing what you were going to say before you even called them, just so it wouldn't get twisted. Whatever it was, something in you whispered, "Why do I always feel worse after being around the people who claim to love me?" And that's where the change began. You started noticing patterns, the same jokes, same jabs, same dismissals. You noticed how your pain was always inconvenient, how your feelings were always too much, how their harm was always no big deal. You started remembering that thing they said, that thing they did, that time they lied, that time they forgot you on purpose and called it an accident. You started seeing how the puzzle pieces actually fit, and it did not match the picture they've been selling you. That's when the shift happened. Not outside. Inside. You started texting back slower. You started saying, "I can't make it," more often. You started sharing less, telling less, explaining less. You stopped running to them with your hurt because you finally accepted they weren't a safe place. They were just the most familiar one. And the second you pulled your energy back, everything got loud. Now suddenly you're acting brand new. You're so distant. You're negative now. You think you're better than everyone. No, you just don't think they're better than you anymore. That's what changed. You stopped letting people with no self-awareness define who you are. You stopped accepting analysis from people who have never once sat alone with their own reflection for longer than 5 minutes. The truth is, your change exposes how much they've stayed the same. They still joke about what hurt you. They still rewrite stories that make them the hero and you the villain. They still use family or history or loyalty like a leash. But the leash doesn't fit your neck anymore. You're not arguing like you used to. You're not sending the long messages, the paragraphs, the late-night essays trying to clear things up. You're not sitting there trying to convince people who benefit from your confusion to suddenly be honest. And that right there is terrifying to them, because your whole life, your identity was tied up in their approval. Your whole life, you were the one who came back first, the one who apologized first, the one who folded first. Not anymore. Now when they twist the story, you feel the urge to defend yourself rise up, and then you just let it pass. You sit there quiet. You think, believe whatever you need to believe, because you finally understand. The people who want to misunderstand you will do it for free. Your job is no longer to manage their perception. Your job is to protect your reality. And in your reality, you know this. You are not cold. You're precise. You are not distant. You're selective. You are not fake. You're finally real. You are not acting brand new. You're acting never again. So if you're watching this and feeling that knot in your stomach because it sounds too familiar, hear this. You are allowed to change. You are allowed to become someone the old environment doesn't recognize. You are allowed to build a life where your name is not just a weapon in someone else's mouth. Let them talk. Let them twist. Let them perform their version of you for an audience that enjoys fiction. Your job is to become so deeply rooted in who you really are that their stories sound ridiculous, even in your own head. You don't owe them the old you back. You don't owe them the broken version of you. You don't owe them the confused, apologetic, over-explaining version of you. This new version of you. This is the one who walks away without broadcasting it. This is the one who chooses silence over endless defense. This is the one who knows. You are not what they said you were. You never were. You just finally believe it.